no. Hey everyone, Batel here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I'm just wearing shades on this little video today because, I got a lot of hair on my face, let's just put it that way, and I gotta do some maintenance. So, too much info, but I really hope you guys are doing well. Now, I love talking and sharing more details with you guys on narcissism because there's some people who get on my YouTube channel, people who are not subscribers, just strangers who want to pass by and write a comment, and they say, very ignorantly and very angrily how the word narcissism or narcissists is being thrown away. Even psychologists, they have the nerve to sit there and just say stuff like that on their, information or their videos. It's like a stupid, normal thing to say now. Just like every other program, there's like a, whatever, being, whatever. It's another program of saying, why is everyone throwing this word away? They're just calling everyone a narcissist. Oh, this person doesn't agree with me. That means that they're a narcissist. Oh, this person is upset with me. That means they're a narcissist. Or, oh, this person, doesn't have your values. That means that they're a narcissist. And this is the problem with not only society, but the understanding of narcissism. And this is also a huge problem for psychotherapists or psychologists to say, because they believe, that a narcissist is diagnosed. That's why there's only like 3% out of the bunch. Now, there is no such thing as only 3% of narcissists, because narcissists don't just get up and raise their hand and say, yeah, hey, I'm a narcissist too. Let's go get diagnosed. Now, let's not forget, and this is very, very funny for psychologists and psychotherapists to say these things, especially for people who are suffering and unaware of narcissism at all, who believe that there is only 3% out there, so they just walk willy-nilly outside and they feel safe to just be cool and talk to everyone. What I was mentioning, the biggest is because of the spectrum, is because narcissism is on a literal spectrum. There are different categories of narcissism. There is from low to high, but they are all narcissists. So that means that no, it's not 3% of the spectrum. It's actually beyond that number, because there's a spectrum. Do you understand? Of narcissism. Now, what is a spectrum? I want to dive into this a little bit so you can understand, and then I will talk about this awesome, title. The title for this video today is Narcissism and Disrespect. Okay? Now, I was going to also title this video Narcissists, Adult Bullies, but we can probably capture all of that in one video here. Now, narcissism is on a spectrum. What does that mean? There is a vulnerable narcissist, a covert, overt, chameleon. There is the sadistic, there is a mother, a father narcissist. There is, kids. Look, there are so many more. There's grandiose narcissism. There are so many titles for the individual. But what do they all have in common that makes them a narcissist? What makes a narcissist, please understand what narcissism is, what NPD is. It's not something that you go get a diagnose and go, oh yeah, cool, so you're one of the 0.3 narcissists out there. No, narcissists are not going to get diagnosed. They're not going to actually believe that there's something wrong with them. They're not gonna physically wake up one day and go, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with me. No. So what do all narcissists have in common? Number one, they have no empathy. Number two, they are entitled. Number three, they are grandiose. Number four, they are very superficial. Number five, they are, did I say entitled? They are so entitled, okay? It's insane. Now, number six, they are insecure. We're going to talk about that as well, because people think that narcissists are secure and they are not. That's the biggest illusion. Now, number seven, they are all abusive. So yeah, there is a spectrum of narcissism. The highest spectrum of narcissists are murderers and rapists. A little bit beneath that are just abusers, physical abusers. Now, a bit beneath that is, thieves. You could literally date, or marry a narcissist, and they will literally take everything from your bank, take your house, destroy your entire financial life, whatever, take your car, Now, underneath that, you have the verbally abusive, constantly cursing and yelling and screaming at you, constantly naming you and putting you down. Now, there's the other very low spectrum of narcissism, which is the covert vulnerable narcissist, and they are just as abusive, but the abuse is not physical. It is mental. It is emotional. It literally, and it's energetic. All narcissists also have in common, because they have no empathy, you will literally feel the emptiness in their physical body. It's either an intense emptiness or intense negative demonic energy that fuses right out of them. That's what makes a narcissist. Yes. So if you're walking willy-nilly out into the street and then you meet, a narcissist, and you don't even know that they're narcissists, right? Because you don't have this knowledge, because apparently there's only 3% out there. Okay, now you go outside, you meet somebody who is smiling at you. And something inside you goes, I want to smile back, but, boom, once you start questioning yourself, when you start questioning yourself and your behavior and what's the right thing to do, you are questioning how to be yourself around somebody who does not have a self. That already right there, intuition, this person doesn't have a self. They could be narcissistic, they could be sociopathic, they could be any of these things, or they could just be, mentally ill, but that's a whole different subject. But if you're talking to this narcissist, for any narcissist, again, any on the spectrum, let's say you just met a rapist. Let's say you just met a murderer. Let's just say. Now, you're talking to this person and you feel very uncomfortable. You feel, like you're losing your confidence. You feel like you don't really know what to say, if this person is going to validate you. You're talking to a narcissist. Okay. So this is probably a topic for a whole other subject, because this scenario is not spoken about at all. Most people on television are narcissists. Most celebrities are narcissists. Even therapists out there are narcissists, believe it or not. And, for them to sit there and just say that it's only 3% on the spectrum, I mean, that is so disrespectful, beyond out of this world disrespectful to the type of non-informal, very dismissive information. Okay. And again, since narcissism is on a spectrum For all of you out there who always say, oh, stop just throwing that word out there. Not everybody's it's on a spectrum. So for people who go, oh yeah, this person didn't agree with me, that's a narcissist. That's not true. They're not a narcissist. But it really depends, right? If the cycle continues, if the gaslighting, the lies, the dismissiveness, the grandiosity, the entitlement, the putting themselves above you, the verbal, emotional, mental abuse, if that is consistent, then yes, you are around the narcissist. Yes. If you see yourself repeating a cycle with someone, sweetheart, you're in a narcissistic loop. Anyway, something really funny happened today, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Let's just keep it long story short, okay? The title for the video is Narcissism and Disrespect. So, of course, narcissists, they need to disrespect you because they need to feel better than you. Okay? Now, this video is very, very short. I have to cut the camera soon, you guys, but I'm gonna make this very brief and short and to the point so you can get it. Guys, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the way that you carry yourself, or the way that you look, or the way that you dress. There is literally nothing wrong with you. But a narcissist will want you to believe that there's something wrong with you when they choose to disrespect you. You could even be a stranger, and they will choose you as a target to disrespect. Now you're like, oh my gosh, I keep changing. I keep becoming the best version of myself, and narcissists are they're still out there. They're still being on top of me. They're still trying to disrespect me, of course. Narcissists have no self-love or self-respect. So they, because of this grandiosity, bullshit superiority that they believe that they have or that they are, they have to find someone who they are physically jealous of or emotionally jealous of. They have to find someone, anyone, who is different than the majority. Somebody who has a sense of self, because most people are zombies walking on planet Earth. Narcissists don't really like that type of fuel. They like fuel that truly will feed them. Now, today I went to this random coffee shop. Okay, now I have my own coffee machine, so don't even worry about that. I just felt like getting a coffee somewhere because I was going somewhere that where there's like a huge forest, and I thought, okay, great, there's a coffee shop right there, and then we'll start walking, right? Anyway. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, I can detect a narcissist like this. I know how they look, I know how they walk, I know how they act, I know their aura, I could see their eyes and how they carry themselves. That instantly tells me that person is narcissistic or sociopathic. Okay, they truly stand out from the crowd once you really know exactly who they are. And they are on a spectrum. That means that this narcissist is not as worse as that narcissist, but they are both narkies, okay? Now, as you guys know, this is a spiritual channel, not like a spiritual channel, right? But this is a channel where you evolve spiritually. You evolve soul evolution, not physical, not materialistic. These things will come, or they're already there. But this is a spiritual kind of, this is a real soul channel. How about that? This is a channel for people who know who they are, right? Now, a narcissist doesn't know who they are. And most people believe that narcissists are superior and very charming, and they believe that, they are, in a sense, like entitled, they're superior. That you could just, it's this feeling that every narcissist kind of gives you, that you have to look beneath yourself and see me as your superior. they just kind of walk around with this attitude, right? So now this male walks into the coffee shop. Now I already made my order. There was another woman in front of me. She already made her order. And there was a few people standing outside waiting online to get the coffee. Now this guy walks in, and mind you, I'm standing there minding my own. I'm away from everyone. I'm literally physically away from everyone's, way, so they can just do their thing and give me my space. But of course, with a narcissist, there's no such thing. Now, I looked out the door because I heard some person coming, and I heard, it didn't sound very nice. So I just look and I see the narcissist, and his face was like, he had this face already while he was walking in with his little daughter, who was at least 5-6 years old, maybe even 7. And as soon as he saw me, it just so happened to happen that way, right? That his face immediately just calmed down and he changed. Like, he had the narcissist face, and then he looked vulnerable. He looked like, oh my God, I can't show people that I'm pissed. So then he comes in, and everybody's already on his dick, all the girls, excuse my language, they are on his ass. Oh my gosh, hi, whatever his name was. Oh my gosh. And he treats them like, they don't even exist. Like, oh yeah, And he, knowing what a narcissist is, he was the regular white boy who barely has any vocabulary in the English language. They just speak, and everybody's like bowing to them because they're white. It was kind of like that type of, if you can understand where I'm coming from. And a lot of people are being, oh my God, Batel, you're so racist. Oh, you're judging. Oh, right. No, I'm just giving you a story. And, now he pushes his daughter. He tells her to go over there and just do whatever until he gets the order and they could leave. That's already very much disrespectful. Now he sees me and he's really focused on me, you guys. There's more people there, but he's focused on me, right? Maybe I just stand out, I guess, because I like to just stand there and stand straight. I don't really have any emotion when I'm out in public because I don't want to attract anything. Okay. So this is so funny. So I'm just standing there, with posture, waiting for the coffee. Now this guy, this narcissist dude, he had to come in front of me as if we were about to make out. Like the dude was so close to my body. And he just had to put his arm, right out towards me and open this fridge door to get something from the fridge. And then when he took the box out of the fridge, those boxes were so close to my face, I can physically punch them with my nose if I wanted to. He had to make it a point to disrespect me as if I didn't even exist. Okay, now I like to share these stories with you guys because when you have the knowledge and when you know who you are as a person, you don't take anything offensively, and we'll get to this point. Okay, so this happens. Now he's giving her the cash thing, and he's still looking at me. He's standing next to me, and he's just really, really focused on me as if I'm some statue that needs to be stared at, and he pays the thing. He's still looking at me. And again, there's a lot of space in the coffee shop. So he could have at least said, excuse me, or try to, but you know how narcissists are. They don't give a fuck about these things, especially when somebody's not validating their existence, So he gets his stuff and, he takes the bag. And he doesn't even thank the girls. And then he just looks at his daughter and he goes, come on, with this voice. And look, not only he's treating me like I don't exist, but he's treating his daughter like absolute shit. So what I wanted to say on this video was narcissists will go out of their way Okay? This is not about me right now. I want you to see how narcissists do the things that they do to try to disrespect you. So listen to this. He did that to try to show to me that I am nothing, and he can do whatever he wants. Entitlement, right in front of me, full-blown body, doesn't even care that I'm standing, doesn't even care that I'm a human being, a woman, standing there with my like waiting for my coffee. No. And, the staring at me thing. Any person, for example, who would react to something like that, the narcissist will feed off of that. Okay, the reason narcissists do the things that they do is not because you don't have value or you don't have any respect or there's something wrong with you or you need to change where you're standing or what you're doing so you wouldn't be treated that way. No. A narcissist needs to make it a point that he is superior because of the way that he's treating you. Because he's treating you like shit, he wants you to feel that you are inferior and he's superior for treating you like shit. He's basically, he or she says stuff like, I have to treat you like shit so I can feel superior. So narcissists, in an essence, goddamn, they are so insecure. They are so insecure, you guys, that they have to attack somebody who is more sick, like somebody who has a sense of self, so they can try to degrade that person so they can now feel like, oh my God, yes, I got to do this to this person. That means I'm better than them. If a person reacted to that disrespect, then they will get this more like, look, they're really mad at what I did. Oh my gosh, all that focus and attention is on me, man. I must be so strong and I'm so superior because I can do these things to people all day long because I'm superior. What the narcissist, however, doesn't understand, and this is the funny thing, think about it this way, a grown man with a child has to do that in order to feel superior, and then also disrespect his daughter after doing that so he can continue feeling superiority, instead of, like, they literally I really want to explain this the best way I can. They literally live their life looking to be superior. If a person was superior for their own self, they would probably go, excuse me, I would like to get something from there. Or excuse me, one moment please. Or, or just gotten the fuck out of the way completely and went to exactly where that door was instead of like reaching over my full face to get there. When the door was like, I'm standing here and the door is like where the couch ends there. He could have just like walked there, but no, had to be in front of my face. So this is the type of stuff that they do. Okay, clearly there was nobody else in that coffee shop that he could have tried to play with, in a sense. Like, everybody was like on their phone or looking out the window, or I don't know, they had a partner. Most people there had a partner, and I was the only solo dolo one just standing there. I want you to understand that I'm not really sharing my story to show you guys how I'm being treated by narcissists. I want to show you how they behave in general. Okay, this is this very insane phenomena, this behavior, that they are so insecure and not superior, and they don't feel good about themselves, that they have to try to gain superiority, by trying to disrespect someone on the way to superiority. That means that I actually am superior to this person, and that's why he did what he did. Because if I was like a bozo or a loser or somebody who was really, truly beneath him, you think he would have went out of his way to do that? Right? Narcissists look for people who are they freaking jealous of. Why do you think that this happened? This is why it happened. He saw me probably and he thought, who does this girl think she is standing there like that? With, she's calm and she's unbothered and nobody's bothering her and she's just there doing her thing. Who does she think she is? Let me get in front of her right now. Let me show her that she's nothing. Let me do that. Listen, I've heard this before. 2 years ago, I went to get a coffee. And I was standing by the coffee thing and I was stirring up the coffee and I was in the moment doing my thing, enjoying my life. I was just about to pay. And there comes some crazy psychopath. This is 7:30 in the morning and she's like, who do you think standing over there like you own this motherfucker? Ah! Right? So I've heard this before. They have this role in their head of like, oh my gosh, who do you think you are? Being superior to your own reality. I don't know. I'm living my life. I'm very happy. Clearly that bothers you. Clearly me looking superior or having superiority or self-respect or self-awareness bothers them so much that they want to take us down and steal it from us. They're like, oh my gosh, why is this person actually confident? Why is this person actually, aware of who they are? No, I got to put them down. I have to put them down because I have to make sure that I'm superior in the end of the day. They have to bow down to me. This is so stupid, yo. They have to bow down to me. Like a narcissist will literally waste their time to do all these crazy things, you guys, just so they can feel superior to you. If a narcissist was confident, you think they would waste their time trying to show everybody that they're superior? Hey. It's me. I'm superior. What the fuck are you doing over there being superior? I am. Not you. It's me. So you guys have to remember, if a narcissist targets you, that means that you are the superior one in their eyes. That's why they're targeting you. And if you react, and if you try to tell somebody who's so insecure, hey, why are you treating me like this? This is wrong. This is that. Of course it's wrong. Why do you think they do? This is why people react to narcissism and they get so angry, because narcissism on its own is destructive. It's ridiculous. It's immature. It's insane. Most people don't do these things, but narcissists do. And they do it for purpose. And the purpose is to try to make you inferior to them. So if you respond or react or feel down in any way after what they just did, then they feel, it's not like they feel superior, you guys. It's it just makes them happy that they got to put down someone who's better than them. Because if they can't put you down, if you know who you are and they can't put you down, that reminds them how shitty they are. And that's why they run away. Because this person, you, me, that they tried to put down, maintained their own, I know who I am, I'm not an immature child, for God's sake. And they go, that's why they panic and they run, because that superiority feeling that they wanted to feel was not enabled by you. You didn't give them the, oh my God, yeah, you're totally more superior than me. Please, please, please take my crown here, wear it. You didn't give it to them. You said, no, I'm the queen, I'm the king. Who are you, peasant? What? And then they're like, oh my gosh, you could see that I'm a peasant. And then they disappear and you will never hear from them again. See, the narcissist's biggest illusion is the yelling and screaming and the disrespecting and the abuse is what people believe. Oh, they're so superior. Oh, they got something going on. Oh, they're... No. It's because you just been so conditioned to believe that this behavior is normal, for God's sake. And you've also been conditioned to learn, apparently, that there's only 3% of narcissists out there. No. There is 50-50 of everything out there. Okay? Everything out there is the percent of 1. You got an equal amount of everything on planet Earth. There's no more or no less. Everything is 1. I'll see you guys on the next mental health series, where we are going to be dressing up fabulously, girl. Getting ready for that New Year, sister, brother, right? Things are going to change on the channel, you guys. I want you to go deeper. And I'm not saying they're going to change in, they're going to change in appearance and knowledge. I feel like we got to talk. There are titles on my phone, you guys, from 2 years ago that I still didn't get to mention. There's so much coming up on the channel, you guys. Happy new beginnings. If you're on this channel, if you're on this journey, it's only going to get better. It's only going to be sweeter. You will not suffer another second in your life worrying about people's opinions or judgments towards you, because everybody's programmed to believe so much garbage that instead of taking the time to love and learn who they are, they want to try to justify everything that somebody is saying or doing or whatever, that, towards me, and it's towards me, and it's always towards me. And it's like, yeah, it is. It truly is. And it is, because look at how this person is behaving. So we're going to be going ham. You guys, the world that we live in right now is so fake and it's not real. And there is too much competition with superiority bullshit going on. And life is meant to be lived. Life is not a competition. Life is not a competition. And that's why in the end of it all, a narcissist will always suffer, because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. I don't encourage you to ever be surrounded by these people or stay stuck in these dynamic situations, these relationships. If you are dealing with a narcissist, I would highly recommend calling authorities, because these people, even just talking to them, you're basically lowering who you are, speaking to something that is sick and mental and distorted. And, honestly, I feel bad for them. I truly do. I really do. But don't dwell on feeling bad for these people. You know, the only reason I feel bad for them is because there's so much more to life than the things that they do. But to them, that's everything. And we cannot change that, okay? Some people were born to enjoy and truly find happiness. And some people were born to find joy in misery, okay? It is what it is. I'll see you guys on the next mental health series. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend ahead, and I can't wait to see you guys very shortly, apparently.